Hello and good day to everyone. My name is Azra Alina binti Azizu Azril, and today I will be presenting a case study that I have conducted on teacher-student relationships and their impacts on students' motivation and academic achievements. Every case study must have its objectives. Therefore, I intended to conduct this study to gain valuable insights into how these relationships influence students and to explore the strategies teachers use to build positive connections with their students. This topic is particularly relevant considering the recent changes in the Malaysian education system, such as the abolishment of major exams like PT3 and UPSR. This shift has caused some students to lose interest in their studies, leading to declining academic performances. And I wanted to understand whether their relationship with teachers might play in a role in motivating them to stay engaged despite the absence of these high-stakes exams. The objectives of this study are twofold. First, to investigate how teachers-student relationships impact students' motivation and academic success. And second, to identify specific aspects of these relationships that contribute most student engagement in learning. For the literature review, I explored two key theoretical perspectives. First, the ecological systems theory by Bronfenbrenner. This theory views the classroom as a part of a broader system that influences student behavior and learning outcomes. It emphasizes how relationships and environments, such as teacher-student bond, play a vital role in shaping student engagement. Second, attribution theory by Wiener 1985. This theory focuses on how students interpret their successes or failures. Factors such as effort, ability, task difficulty, or luck influence their motivation. If students believe their success is due to their effort, they are more likely to remain motivated and perform better academically. I also reviewed several research articles which consist of 3 articles. They are Importance of Teacher-Student Relationships by Coristin et al. In 2022, which highlights the importance of positive teacher-student relationships in fostering a sense of belonging, which boosts motivation. Second, Teacher Support and Academic Engagement by Liu, 2024. Liu found that supportive teacher-student relationships improve engagement and reduce academic pressure. And lastly, The Role of Motivation in Educational Success by Hawthorne, 2021. Hawthorne highlights that motivation plays a crucial role in educational success and how teachers can act as key motivators for students. For methodology, I will be talking about the method that I used to conduct this study, sampling, my data collection procedure, and lastly, what I focused on in the interview questions. First, the method used in this study was a qualitative case study approach. This method was chosen to gain an in-depth understanding of how teacher-student relationships influence students' motivation and learning outcomes through real-life experiences shared by teachers. Secondly, for sampling, I used purposive sampling to select 2 experienced middle school teachers, one from Sabah and another from Selangor, to provide diverse perspectives. Third, the data collection procedure involved conducting semi-structured interviews. Each interview lasted between 50 to 120 minutes online. The conversations were recorded with the participants' consent via Google Meet and later transcribed for thematic analysis. Lastly, the interview questions focused on teacher-student relationships dynamics, which highlights how do they build and maintain relationships with students. Second, motivational strategies. How do they motivate students in their classrooms? Third, impact on academic achievement. What changes have they observed in students due to these relationships? And lastly, classroom management techniques. How do they maintain discipline while fostering a positive learning environment? Now, after interviewing and analyzing the data, I have come up with findings. So, in this section, I will discuss the similarities and differences that I found between teacher A and B regarding strategies in fostering motivation and academic achievement and how their relationships with students impact motivation and academic achievement. Starting with similarities, both teachers emphasized the importance of building trust and creating a safe learning environment to boost student engagement. They also highlighted the role of positive reinforcement and encouragement in motivating students to actively participate in learning activities. Additionally, both teachers observed that students who feel supported and valued were more confident in expressing themselves and perform better academically. As for the differences, Teacher A focused heavily on creative and empathetic teaching strategies, such as using songs and storytelling, especially to help students with limited English proficiency build confidence and stay motivated. Her empathetic approach fostered emotional connections, which she focused on and encouraged students to overcome learning challenges. On the other hand, Teacher B emphasized discipline and maintaining structured learning environments. She believed that creating clear boundaries helps students develop a sense of responsibility and focus. Next, while she was approachable, her strategy relied more on holding students accountable for their learning progress to consistent expectations and constructive feedback. The main findings from my research revealed several key themes. First is motivation through teacher-student bonding. Both teachers fostered positive learning environments that motivated students. Next, building student confidence. Strategies like group activities and project-based learning were very common. Next, teacher-student on academic success. Both teachers' efforts left lasting impressions on their students, evident from personal testimonies. And lastly, balancing approachable and discipline. Teacher B highlighted the need for maintaining discipline while staying approachable. I also linked my findings to literature review, which are 2 theories and 3 articles that I have found. Firstly, I will link them to the 2 theories. First, Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory. Teacher B's structured approach illustrates how the classroom functions as a critical microsystem influencing student outcomes. And next, Wiener's attribution theory, 1985. Both teachers guided students to attribute success to effort and self-confidence rather than external factors, fostering a positive motivational cycle. Next, I will link them to the 3 articles that I have found. First, The Importance of Teacher-Student Relationships by Coristin et al. 2022. She stresses the long-term impact of student relationships and highlighted by Teacher B's lasting influence on students. Next, Teacher Support and Academic Engagement Liu 2024, which emphasizes perceived teacher support in academic engagement aligned with Teacher A's empathetic teaching approach. Lastly, The Role of Motivation in Educational Success by Hawthorne 2021. Hawthorne highlights the critical role of motivation, illustrated by Teacher A's creative teaching methods and Teacher B's structured high expectations. These findings collectively underscore the importance of positive teacher-student relationships in enhancing motivation and academic engagement. To conclude, this study emphasizes the importance of teacher-student relationships in influencing students' academic performance and motivation, fostering a supportive learning environment through positive interactions, empathy, and tailored teaching strategies increases students' confidence and participation. Teachers who balance discipline with approachability create classrooms that promote growth and success. The findings complement significant educational theories such as Wiener's attribution theory and Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory, which reinforce that strong relationships and effective classroom strategies significantly shape learning outcomes. Future studies could also explore how teacher-student relationships evolve with technological integration in learning environments, particularly with the growing use of online education platforms in Malaysian schools. Additionally, research on the impact of different teacher personalities or teaching styles on students' motivation and academic outcomes in post-UPSR PT3 education would provide valuable insights for educational stakeholders. And lastly, I would recommend for educators to continue prioritizing the development of meaningful relationship with students by integrating motivational techniques and empathy to foster greater engagement. Next, schools should provide professional development opportunities in emotional intelligence and innovative teaching strategies to empower teachers to create a fair and supportive learning environments. And lastly, it is crucial for students to take an active role in building positive relationships with teachers by communicating openly, seeking help when needed, and showing respect towards teachers. Recognizing the importance of effort and persistence in academic success can lead to improved motivation and learning outcomes. That is all from me. Thank you. Bye bye.